Today's video covers two shocking moments when killers didn't realize every move was being recorded. On May 9th, 2021, 13-year-old Tristan Bailey's body was found near a retention pond. On the night of her death, Bailey and one of her classmates who lived close by, Aiden Fucci, were hanging out at a mutual friend's house. But in the early morning hours, Fucci convinced Bailey to leave the house and go for a walk. This video footage from a resident shows two teens walking eastbound that matched the description of Abby Fucci and Tristan Bailey. Over an hour later, the same security camera footage caught a teenager investigator say is Fucci running back to where he came from with his white shoes in his hands. Only this time, Bailey isn't with him. This would imply that either Fucci walked Tristan to her house or something truly terrible happened. Bailey was reported missing by her family that morning, and her body was later found in a wooded area near a pond by a resident. She had been stabbed 114 times. The weapon was a buck knife with a missing tip that had been found near the body on May 10th. Officers investigated Fucci's house, where they found incriminating evidence, which included white shoes, a sheath that matched the knife, and bloody clothing.
You know they found this girl, right?
Where?
In our neighborhood. Down our main street.
Is she good?
No,
she's not.
she's dead. That's why this is very important. It's all on you right now.
That isn't my problem.
You were
He
the
was
last
the
one
last
with
one
her.
seen with her. So right now, it's facing you right now, son. So however you talk, you breathe, you think, then you respond.
This is very serious, Aiden. You can't act like I don't know. I don't know. You can't, and you can't
He
say nothing
understands
that's
this
gonna
is
mess you
serious. Clearly, you understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
up. Everything you say will affect you.
That Snapchat that you did was not very smart.
Not good
either.
at all. Now we have people wanting to burn our house down, and our cars down, because of that Snapchat thing you did. It's all over. You're all over the internet.
The Snapchats that are mentioned here are reference to these Snapchats which were taken after Fucci was interrogated by police in them. Fucci acts like the situation isn't serious.
It's in a cop car, cuz. Tripping, dude. We're having fun in a cop car. Yep.
Fucci's parents continue interrogating him to get his side of the story.
What were you doing outside that late at night? Did y'all have sex?
You wore khakis or blue jeans?
Blue jeans.
You sure it's not one of them? When we looked on the camera, you were wearing khakis.
Kira asked about what clothes he was wearing. Fucci responds, blue jeans. In response, his mother says, when we looked at the camera you were wearing. Khakis, an interesting response that indicates that either Fucci's mom is remembering wrong or she's trying to cover for him.
Are you not scared?
Not really.
Not really.
I'm a little scared, but
If he didn't do nothing, he would be worried about. It's a hell of a bad time, bad spot. Leaving a 13-year-old girl by herself in the middle of the streets at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever time is not smart, bro. Walking home with her in the middle of the night, that wasn't smart either. Did you kiss her this night?
mm-mm.
This last night?
Mm-hmm.
We're at Trey's house
Mm-mm.
on the walk.
Think about every question he's gonna ask you. Before you answer it, you think about the answer again. The next hour or two.
They're gonna make it rough on him. Ask him the same question to make sure he gives him the same answer. They're gonna badger you and badger you and badger you and badger you till your answer changes.
Despite his mother's advice, Fucci changed his story multiple times, and after further investigation, Fucci was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison. In a shocking twist, video evidence from inside Fucci's home was released that seemed to show Fucci's mother, Crystal Smith, washing her son's bloody jeans while he was being questioned. When officers searched the home, they found a pair of wet jeans that tested positive for the presence of blood. Smith was charged with evidence tampering. All of this footage helped bring Bailey's killer to justice. In the summer of 2019 in West Akron, Ohio, the friends and family of Mary Kay Katie Wolfard would keep calling and texting her to try and get a hold of her, but after 2 days without a response, her friends began to worry that the worst had happened. Missing persons report was filed, and the police were called.
Hi, I reported a friend missing earlier today, and I think you have maybe gone paperwork or whatever for a missing person.
Okay, and who's missing?
Mary Kay Wolfard,
How old is the missing person?
268, born in 50.
Okay, when was the last time you saw her?
1 o'clock yesterday.
At her place?
No, I saw her at an auction, and then we were supposed to meet again today at 3 o'clock,
Oh,
and
okay.
she didn't show up, and so
Okay.
I went to her house, and her mail and her newspaper were unfortunate. Her neighbor said she hadn't come home last night, which is like totally out of character.
Okay,
And she has 2 cats here that I have to feed.
okay, so she didn't show up for, to meet up with you?
No.
and her sister is missing for just about like 1 hour or 8 hours.
The information provided by Katie's friends gave the cops enough to begin their investigation, and it didn't take them long to find Katie's consistent whereabouts, which include her antique store and a storage unit. But the police were about to receive a call that would be their first real break in the case. The call was from the manager at the self-storage facility that Katie used. He said that Katie's storage unit was entered by someone who had no permission to be there, and he had it all on tape. The following footage is real and shows exactly what happened to Katie and why she is missing. The footage began by showing Katie taking items in and out of her silver Chrysler sedan and into her storage unit. A short time later, a male suspect can be seen approaching Katie to have a conversation with her. After ending the conversation with a high five, the suspect can be seen approaching Katie's storage unit again, only this time he crouches behind the silver minivan in front of him, as if he's trying to stay out of sight. Moments later, Katie can be seen walking away from her storage unit to take some trash out to a garbage dump at the back of the facility. This is the moment the killer made his move. The suspect walks into Katie's storage unit and waits for her return. Only minutes later, the suspect is seen exiting Katie's storage unit, but he's wearing a white blanket draped over him, almost as if he's trying to hide his identity. Then the suspect can be seen exiting his storage unit to begin packing up Katie's things. Security footage from the next day shows the same suspect returning to the unit. He's then seen wheeling a large object from Katie's storage unit into his own. As you soon see, the object he was wheeling was Katie's now deceased body. Now that the police had a culprit for the murder, the search was on to find him and make an arrest. Fortunately for them, only days after the discovery, Olson would be arrested for breaking into a nearby restaurant on a completely unrelated crime.
Go this way, sir.
Yes, I need to choose ID.
Olson believed that he was about to be interrogated for breaking and entering, when in reality he was about to be informed that the murder he committed only days earlier was caught on camera.
Yeah, that's Dave and Kathleen, that's the same name, right? Yeah, I think so.
Olson claims that he wasn't at the storage unit on Monday, and when confronted with a picture of Katie, says that the last time he saw her was on Saturday or Sunday. But that's when law enforcement reminds Olson that there's a video and that they've seen it, and based on that evidence and his constant fidgeting, they know if he's lying.
Well, the reason I think we're asking about murder is because the family made a report and haven't seen her.
Can you explain that? No, I can't.
Despite the mounds of video evidence and specific details that the cops provide, Olson still denies his involvement and sticks to his lies. Olson was charged with aggravated murder, gross abuse of a corpse, grand theft, a motor vehicle, and trespass in habitation. He pleaded guilty to the crime and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Being verbally and emotionally abused is never okay and should never have happened to Olson, but it shouldn't be used as an excuse for ending Katie's life.